Undisturbed for millennia, nearly forgotten by history, it was only chance that brought Tutankhamun, commonly known as King Tut, to modern fame. In 1922, archaeologist Howard Carter uncovered Tutankhamun's tomb. It was the best-preserved pharaoh's tomb ever to be discovered, basically untouched by the tomb robbers who emptied most others of their treasures. The artifacts inside gave a never-before-seen look into the life and death of an Egyptian pharaoh and sparked new curiosity about King Tut, a ruler lost to time. He was born as Tutankhamun more than 3,000 years ago, about 1341 BC, the son of the pharaoh Akhenaten. Akhenaten was a controversial pharaoh. He made many changes to the religion of ancient Egypt, including switching from worshipping many gods to worshipping only Aten, the sun, and moving the capital city from Thebes to a new city at Amarna, which he built. Akhenaten died when Tut was very young, and Tut became the pharaoh at the age of 9. With the help of powerful advisors, young Tut reversed all of his father's changes and even changed his name to Tutankhamun to show that he was ending the time when Aten was worshipped as the one god. King Tut was not very healthy, and may have had to walk with a cane. This was probably partially because his parents were brother and sister, something that was common for royal marriages in ancient Egypt. When he became pharaoh, Tut married his half-sister Axinemen. Together, they had 2 daughters, but both of them died before they could even be born. The pharaoh Tutankhamun died when he was only about 19 years old. The exact cause of his death is a mystery, but archaeologists believe that he may have died from an injury or an infection. However he died, it was unexpected for a pharaoh to die so young, and his tomb was probably not complete. This would have forced Tut to be buried in a tomb intended for someone else. Tutankhamun was mummified and buried in a sarcophagus holding 3 nested coffins, each smaller than the next. Inside the last coffin was a beautiful golden mask inlaid with glass and gemstones, as well as many other detailed and valuable artifacts decorating his mummy. His sarcophagus was surrounded by 4 elaborate shrines, and his tomb was filled from top to bottom with thousands and thousands of items and artifacts that the Egyptians believed King Tut would need for his journey to the afterlife. After the tomb was sealed, it was robbed at least twice, but only a little was taken, and then it appears to have been forgotten. Rubble and stone debris from building other tombs higher on the hill buried the entrance, protecting it from thieves, and it lay untouched for over 3,000 years. In the late 1800s and early 1900s, archaeologists began to excavate and explore the tombs and ruins of ancient Egypt. Howard Carter, an English archaeologist, was among the people digging there. He discovered the tombs of several pharaohs in the Valley of the Kings, but all had been robbed of their contents many years before. In November of 1922, Carter and his team discovered the entrance to Tutankhamun's tomb. They made a small opening and Carter was able to look inside. The people who were with him asked if he could see anything inside, and Carter answered, "Yes, wonderful things." When the tomb was opened completely, they could see many artifacts and items inside. More than 5,000 items were found in Tut's tomb, and each needed to be removed, catalogued, described, photographed, and shipped to the Cairo Museum, a process that took 10 years. The discovery of the tomb of Tutankhamun made news headlines worldwide, and the artifacts that were inside it have traveled to museums around the globe to be seen by millions of people. Tutankhamun, a pharaoh who ruled for only 10 years 3,000 years ago, has become one of the most famous pharaohs in history because of the amazing treasures he had buried with him, treasures that were incredibly intact when they were discovered in 1922. I hope you enjoyed learning about the pharaoh Tutankhamun today and seeing some of his fabulous treasure. Goodbye.